Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are have well, it's morning. So I hope you guys are ready to meet your day with great expectations. I hope that you had a wonderful week and that things are going well and that you are in a great frame of mind. So remember this week we talked about I'm coming to you for another table chat. I'm so sorry. I'm coming to you for another table chat, and I should have said hello, hi, good afternoon, good night to the persons that will be watching this later. Yeah. My mind is all over the place just now. Anyway, enough of that. So earlier this week we talked about realistic and unrealistic expectations, and we dealt with realistic expectations, where we said that expectation is a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. We also talked about how do we set realistic expectations. We talked about changing your mentality, knowing your limits, stating your truth, keeping your objective, and don't get distracted. So today we're going to talk about unrealistic expectations, and then we're going to dig into it a little bit and see. Then you're going to self-evaluate to see if am I making realistic or unrealistic expectations. So unrealistic expectations are rigid. They never leave room for changing circumstances or allow us or others to be flexible. So they're rigid, they're set in their ways. It's like you can't change. It has to be. So say for instance, I'm going to the gym, I have to wear purple shoes, and if I don't wear purple shoes, I can't go to the gym. That's unrealistic, right? Yeah. In some cases, these expectations might seem reasonable or realistic, but experiences reveal that they cannot be met. So unrealistic expectation cannot be met. Key signs to know you have unrealistic expectations. 1, you feel stress. 2, you're upset when things don't go as planned. 3, your routine deviates slightly. 4, you find plenty to criticize in yourself and others. And I see this a lot, especially in sessions. And then you fixate on small details. And you find it very important to get everything right. So unrealistic expectation is that you find it to know that you have unrealistic expectation or struggle with unrealistic expectation is that you find it very, very important to get everything right. You fixate on small details. You find plenty to criticize about others. When your routine deviates slightly, and you get upset when things don't go as planned. What causes unrealistic expectations? Unrealistic expectations can occur in varying ways. This includes when you look to others for validation. So you're looking to me to tell you that you're good enough. You're looking to me to tell you that you will amount to something. You're looking to me to tell you that you will do good on this project. You should have some kind of motivation, right? You should have some kind of wherewithal to encourage your own self. Because what if there's nobody around you to encourage you? Are you just gonna sit there and not do it? That's something for you to think about. When you make assumptions, expect change to be instant, or maybe we assign our own belief system to others. So expect change to be instant. So we talked Monday, I gave the example about going to the gym and losing 10 pounds this week. Now, when I thought about it, that was a bit unrealistic, but some people do. Some people have this metabolism that works, and they can lose 10 pounds in one week. That's not me, but so that would be unrealistic for me, right? So that would be an unrealistic expectation for me. No, if you tell me to lose half a pound, yeah, I can commit to half a pound or 1 pound or something like that, but not 10 pounds in one week, because then probably would end up in the hospital. Yes. Anyway, we expect change to be instant, as I said, and maybe we assign our own belief system to others. So oftentimes we put unrealistic expectations can come in the form of I need to do this right now, just as the example that I gave just before. Um These unrealistic expectations always lead to disappointment. And so when things don't go as planned, you feel disappointed, and that's where your brain start coming in, where you're having these negative rumination or negative thoughts that keeps on wandering. Tips to overcome unrealistic expectation is that, remember, you can only control yourself. You're in control of you. So if I want to lose 10 pounds, I probably need to give myself a month to lose 10 pounds, right? And then I also need to follow it up by eating right, exercising, putting things in place. So these are other things that I can use to help motivate my journey, right? Yeah. When setting an expectation, it helps to first ask yourself whether or not you're in control over the situation. So, say for instance, what's an example? You are going to the dealership and you are going to go there, and you know that it's probably take a couple hours. What is your expectation going in? Are you going in to say, okay, I need this to be done in an hour, when unrealistically it cannot be done in an hour? So you need to set your schedule accordingly. Some dealership give you a Uber. You can take the Uber to come back home or go about your business and do what you need to do. So you're making sure that you know that what is this in my control to change? Is this something that I can do to fix, or to fix, or what do I need to adjust? So when you're making when you're overcoming unrealistic expectation, you're asking yourself, what is in my control? What is it that I can do differently? What is it that I can change, right? Know your limits. Right? Know your limits. So if I don't know why I'm on the gym. Probably somebody needs to hear about the gym. But if you go to the gym and you know that you're not a runner, don't go on the treadmill and start running. No. Probably you need to do brisk walking and then gradually get your strides and then start running. Know your limits, because if you go run, probably I'm going to call the ambulance for you. Or probably they will have to call the ambulance for you. My bad, I had to go in a little patwa. So probably they'll have to call the ambulance for you. So know your limits. Know what you're capable of. Know how far you can push yourself. Know where you are. Know your pointers. Know your viewpoints. Know your limits. And then keep a flexible mindset. Remember, in this world, you have to be flexible. There are things that are going to happen. There are things that are going to change. You have to be flexible. Life don't always come. You'll have fairy tale moments, but it's not always the case. So you'll have to remember that at the end of the day, I have to have a flexible mind. I have to keep an open mind, because anything can happen, and I have to adjust my schedule. I have to adjust my way of life. When oftentimes when I'm in situations and I see things are happening, and I say, oh, watch, this is going to change this person's mode or change this person's viewpoint, and immediately it happens, and I'm like, so why were you upset in the first place? You knew this was going to happen. So a lot of times we don't have a flexible mindset. We don't have an open mind. Right? As you reflect this weekend, begin to ask yourself, is my expectations realistic or they're unrealistic? And if they're unrealistic, what can I do to change these expectations? What can I do to be different? Think about the areas of your life that you have been rigid in, and the areas of your life where you feel like, okay, I need to be this way, and it needs to go this way, and nothing needs to happen. Think about those areas and make the adjustments. You're learning these things because you're getting ready for your 2023. You can't go into 2023 the same way. You have to have a different mindset, right? So again, I am Julianne, just coming to you with another table chat. I hope this edifies you. I hope that you will be pushed to change and to get what you need for the next level. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I will see you soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.